So, this may manifest as allergies and other upper respiratory diseases, as well as a variety of gastrointestinal problems. Adjust to outer yin or yang. Seasonal influences may complementary relationships within the body. Side, our body counterbalances the outer cold with a greater concentration of inner warmth. Conversely, when it is hot outside our body, counterbalances with greater concentration of internal coolness. In this way, homeostasis is maintained. Okay, next. We see how this works particularly in terms of how our digestion and eating habits change throughout the seasons. During the summer, our inner gastric fires are weaker, and we should eat lighter foods and resist the temptation to overindulge in excessive cold yin foods that can further suppress our digestive fire. Is that as the heat of summer progresses, digestion becomes more sensitive, and here is an increased tendency toward gastrointestinal diseases, dysentery, heat stroke, and other conditions described as summer heat, which can include all of the above plus feverish symptoms. Okay? Ito experience ko. Kapatid, no? Kung matindi yung init, no, panahon, nakakaramdam ako ng stomach upset. Yung stomach ko para akong yung masama ang pakiramdam ng stomach. Para kang sinisikmura, hindi matunawa, na hindi maintindihan. Yun pala ito, yung pinapaliwanag niya. Na pagka during summer, nagkakaroon ng summer heat. Yung climate, apektado din pala ang katawan natin. Kaya kung mahina ang ating immune system, mahina ang ating body physique, nakakaramdam tayo. Kung malakas, hindi natin mararamdaman. Meron pero hindi masyado. Kung mahina, weakness ang body, may sakit. Okay? Kahit sa mga bata, pag summer, masyado mainit ang klima, kumain siya, ang nakain niyang energy is heat. Yung food niya, more heat. Kakaroon siya ng acid. No? Okay. Kakaramdam siya ng stomach pain, stomach problem. At punta ng doktor, ang bata sasabihin, gastritis. Okay? In the winter, despite the outer cold, our digestion becomes capable of handling large quantities of heavier, calorie-rich foods. This is like stroking the fires of a wood-burning stove toward off the outer cold. You to eat raw, cool-natured, yin-type foods and do not supply your body with sufficient proteinaceous, higher calorie foods, our body will tend at first to burn off its own excess reserve. For those who have too much excess to begin with, this is good. But those who have already consumed their excess run into problem as the body starts to chip away at vital nutrient stores in order to maintain sufficient strength to withstand the outer cold damp influences. It is something like burning your house down to keep warm. This is one cause of yin deficiency. Okay? Umpisa pala pag winter, matas tayo kumain, malamig, no? Experience ko din po yan eh. Ang lamig sa probinsya. Mainit na kanin, mainit na sabaw. Pisa lang pala yun. Pag tumatagal ng palaging ganun, na i-injured na yung ating yin. Yung yin fluid or yin natin sa katawan. Sa kalaunan, natatalo na ni yang. Sa umpisa lang, sabi niya. Okay? Food and activity. Punta tayo sa food and activity. Food and activity are natural means of creating a balance with our external environment. It is not easy to describe because each person's needs differ according to our pre-existing yin and yang constitution. Balance in activities. Potential dietary imbalances, especially an excess of calorie-rich foods, can be balanced with greater level of activity and exercise. A diet with fewer calories and less protein can be balanced by reduction of physical activity. The key is all cases is balance. Foods that are more appropriate for spring and summer are vegetables, seasonal fruits, lighter grains, beans and legumes, and a small amount of dairy. Foods that are more appropriate for fall and winter seasons include squashes, roots vegetables, heavier grains such as brown rice, mochi, pounded sweet rice, beans, and animal protein. Okay? Let us go to next slide. Are more appropriate in the winter while a somewhat greater quantity of raw fruits and vegetables can be eaten in the summer. Since food is considered the best tonic herbs for empty condition are best taken cooked in soup or sweet rice congee porridge. See chapter 13 for specific instruction and recipes. In most other cases, tonics are best taken before meals to prepare the body for effective absorption. Cleansing herbs are better taken after meals to promote thorough elimination. Okay? Let us go to yin and yang in herbal healing. Yin and yang in herbal healing. Chinese medicine is based on the systematic application of yin and yang principles to diagnose and treatment. Every symptom and every herbal treatment can be evaluated in terms of yin and yang. All pathologies, herbs and foods are classified accordingly. There are 4 basic treatment choices. 1. To tonify yang, to tonify yin. 3. To eliminate excess yang. And 4, to eliminate excess yin. Okay? Yan po yung 4. Go to herbs. Herbs 2 are classified according to yin and yang characteristics. They have the potential to either raise the organic metabolic function of an organ process that may be too weak or low, or lower one that is too high and congested. Those like foods, herbs are classified accordingly to their basic energetics, their relative hot, warm, neutral, cool, cold characteristics. Based on these classifications, they are given to individuals to balance excessive or deficient states. Herbs can also play a role in helping to maintain balance through the seasons. Generally, we take herbs that are warming and tonifying during the winter and cooling nature. Herbs that nourish yin essence during the summer. Herbs that are good to include with food during the winter include Chinese ginseng, asparagus root, dangui, angelica, cinnamon bark, garlic and ginger. Beneficial herbs that are good during the summer include Ophiupogon root, Rehmannia root, American ginseng, and asparagus root. Chrysanthemum flower tea is particularly good to drink throughout the summer and fall because it is cooling and has slight yin tonic properties. Chamomile tea is also appropriate during this time of year. During the summer months, American ginseng is a better choice than Chinese ginseng because it is more lubricating and cooling. Okay, next. Pathologies of yin and yang. Pathologies of yin and yang involve their four basic states: deficient yin, deficient yang, excess yin, excess yang. They are described in detail in the chapter Pattern of Disharmony. Okay. So, marami na kayong tutunan, no? Basahin nyo mabuti. I suggest read it very well and analyze it very well. Paano nila ina-apply itong mga materials na ito para magkaroon ng balancing yung yin and yang. Kung nawala siya sa balance, may sakit tayo. Para ma-balance siya, kailangan natin gamutin. Mga modalities, treatment modalities, herbal medicine, food, exercise, meditation, etc. Lahat po yan may apply ninyo sa how to balance the yin and yang to eliminate the disease. Okay. Thank you and God bless. Good luck po sa inyo lahat. Sana marami kayong natutunan sa Module 1, TCM History and Importance. Thank you and God bless you all. Bye-bye.